Look at class. Today we're going to start with a warm-up, and we're going to start with walk, trot, and jog. So with this warm-up, it's pretty simple. We're going to use the four corners of the gym, and we're going to be running around in that square. And we're going to start off with walking. So we're going to walk first, and then I'm going to yell trot, and we're going to start trotting, which a trot is just a faster paced walk. We're going to start picking up our knees a little bit. And then after the trot, I'm going to yell jog, and we're going to get into a jogging motion, and we're going to jog around. And then we're just going to cycle through that. I'm going to say walk, and then we're going to start walking again. We're just going to keep repeating that for about 5 minutes so that we can get our bodies warmed up for our activities today. So let's go over that one more time. First, what we are going to do is we're going to start walking around the gym. So we're going to walk around the gym to the four corners. Second, I'm going to yell trot, and then we're going to move into a trot. So we're going to start trotting around the four corners. Then after we trot, I'm going to yell, for a little bit, I'm going to yell jog, and then we're going to start jogging around at a good pace. And we're just going to go around, and then I'm going to say walk, and once I say walk, we're going to start walking again. So just listen to what I'm saying, and we're just going to warm up that way. So it should look like this. I'll do a quick version. So we're going to be walking around the gym. And then as we're walking, I'm going to yell trot. So we're just going to pick up the pace a little bit around the gym. Of course, it'll be bigger than this little circle I'm making. And then after that, after a while, I'm going to yell jog. We're going to pick up the pace, and we're going to jog further. Then I'll yell walk, and it's back to a walk, and we'll do that for about 5 minutes. Okay, class, now we're going to move on to our introductory activity. This activity is going to help us with what we're going to be doing today for our main activity. And we're going to play a game called running and stopping. And it's just as it sounds. We're going to start running around the gym, and when I yell freeze, we're going to freeze. But the catch is, you're not just going to freeze and stop and move. When I yell freeze, you got to stop in the position you're at. So if you're running, when I yell freeze, you're going to have to stop on whatever foot and balance and stay still. You want to be a statue. And that's the activity. So again, we're going to start by running around. You want to be aware of your surroundings, so don't run into people, and keep good space in between everybody. We don't want anybody to get hurt. And then when I yell freeze, what are we going to do? We're going to stop. So again, it should look like this. So we'll be running around, and I'll say freeze. So if I was right here, I'm going to freeze, and I'm going to stay as still as possible. This is going to work on our balance. And then I'll say go, and then you unfreeze. So then again, I'm going to go one more time so that makes sense. We're going to start with running. I'm going to yell freeze, and what are we going to do? We're going to stop. In a statue position, so whatever we're at when we're running, we're going to stop there. Of course, you can't stop if you're in the air. So whatever you land on, try to stop and be as still as possible. And then when I say go, we unfreeze and we continue with the activity. And we'll do that for about 5 minutes. And now we're going to move on to our activity. So our activity today is being the beanbag. And in this game, we're going to work on chasing, fleeing, dodging, and balancing. So today, normally I would show you a projector, and I'd start off with showing you a video of the game and its rules. But since we don't have a projector, I'm going to talk you through how we're going to play. So we're going to split up into 2 different teams. Showed you 4, but 2. And we're going to get red jerseys on one side and yellow jerseys on the other. And then once we split up into 2 teams, those are your teammates. And you got one side of the gym. So in the center where the line is, I'm going to use this jump rope. That's one side of the gym, and that's your team side, and then you got the opposing team side. So the goal of this game is to try to get the beanbag on the most beanbags onto your side. So to do that, we're going to play a game of tag and freeze tag in one. So the game is you're safe on your side. You can't be tagged on your side of the gym, but once you cross the gym line, then you could be tagged. So the goal is to not get tagged and get to the back side of the other teams, because that's where the beanbags are going to be. So you're going to try to get to the other side and grab a beanbag without being tagged. And once you grab the beanbag, in this case the glove, you're going to have to balance it on your head. And at this point, nobody can tag you once you touch a beanbag. And then you're going to walk across without dropping it. If it falls off while you're on the other side, you got to bring the beanbag back and come back to your side. So while you bring it across, you got to bring it all the way across, and you got to keep going until you reach the other side. Like I said, nobody can tag you and nobody can touch you when you do this. And the goal is to get the most beanbags to your side of the field. So now, what if you get tagged on your way over? So if you get tagged, you have to sit down where you got tagged, and you got to wait for a teammate to come tag you and unfreeze you, and then you can go back. And when you get tagged or untagged, the person, when you're free to just walk back, if that makes sense. So now we kind of got the rules. The goal is to have the most beanbags on one side. So let's go over it one more time. So we're going to have two teams, and where can you get tagged? Only on your opponent's side. So in this case, I think I said red. We're going to stick with that. So that'd be red side, and then yellows. So if you're yellow, you can only be tagged on the red side. And if you're the red, you can be only tagged on the yellow. Okay, now, where can you get tagged, or how do you get untagged? To get untagged, so if you're yellow and you got tagged on the other side, another yellow team member has to come untag you. And then you can walk back, and the other person's at safe, so they can get tagged too on their way. And now let's say you get to the other side without being tagged, and you touch a beanbag. What do? You have to balance on your head and walk across to the other side of the gym. Can you be tagged while this is happening? And you can't be tagged, and they can't touch you. And on top of that, what if it falls off? So you cross the line and it falls off. What do you have to do? You have to bring the beanbag back to the opponent's side and put it down. And you could walk back to your side. Make sure you walk back so you don't want to run into everybody else. And we'll do that on the outside. Okay, so now how do you win? At the end of the class or the end of the game, when time is up, if your team has the most beanbags on your side of the field, you win. So who's ready to play? Okay, so we finished playing Bean the Beanbag. So today in class, what skills did we practice? So we practiced running, chasing, fleeing, and balancing today. Okay, so when we were playing Bean the Beanbag, how were we practicing chasing? So we were practicing chasing when the other team came to your side and you had to chase and tag them to stop. And then at the same time, what other skills were we doing? So if we were the red team running across, we were practicing fleeing. So you were trying to get away from the other person. And then how were we practicing balance? When we were bringing the beanbag across on our head. That's how we practice balance. And last but not least, did we have fun today? And you guys have a good one.